Hey guys, what's up? I feel so chill today. And it's just, the weather's nice. It's gonna be a good day. And here's why. Today I'm gonna be talking about Disney accommodation. I've had a few requests, people keep asking me, so I thought I'd do a video to clarify everything that I know about where we stayed when working at Disneyland as a cast member. So I'm going to talk about 3 options that you could do. So option 1 is that you find your own accommodation. I wouldn't advise this as a newbie because you don't know anyone, you don't know where to stay, you don't know where to go, you don't know where the shops are, etc, etc, etc. But it is a good idea if you meet people there and be like, yo, do you want to share a room with me? And they'll be like, yeah. And it might be cheaper to share a flat with 2 to 4 people, say. And Disney actually help with that. So it might be a good idea whilst you're there, if you're there for a long time, to share. Okay, option number 2 is the CDD accommodation. So CDD means you have a start and an end date. So you could be there for 4 weeks, or you could be there for, I don't know, 3 months. And that is your contract. And this accommodation is shared. You have to get a train and bus ride to the accommodation. And when I mean shared, I mean like you have to get along with your roommate. As in the beds are like 2 steps walking distance from each other, like single beds. So it's like here and here when you walk in. To give you an idea of what it was like, it was quite small, but because you weren't there a lot, it wasn't bad in that way. So yeah, that were the beds. So if you didn't get along with your roommate, or if your roommate wanted to like have friends over and you didn't, you sort of were like, I'm gonna have to deal with this. And if they did it a lot, then that's very unfortunate. So with shelves and storage, there wasn't a lot to go by. We had 4 shelves, and so we had 2 each, and that was it. I used to live out of my suitcase. I wasn't there for long anyway. I don't know what people did if they were there for a long time, but I opened up my suitcase in half and just pushed it under my bed and then took it out, because then it was like there and it fitted. So good idea for anyone who wants to live out their suitcase. There is a wardrobe type thing. I just hang like towel and a coat up there, but it had a lot of appliances like mop, hoover and that sort of thing in there, so it took up a lot of room because there was nowhere else to put that. The kitchen was 2 hobs and a microwave, and that was it. And there was, you got everything like pans, plates, mugs, that sort of thing all there as well, cutlery and everything, but that's all you got. You got no oven. Some people bought an oven, like a microwave oven. But yeah, there was no oven. And then the bathroom, that was a shower, toilet, sink, and there were shelves in there as well. But obviously I didn't want to put my clothes in there because it got very, very steamy, and no, I'm not a fan of steamy clothes. But the shower, I don't know if this is like normal with showers, but it was like half the door, and I thought like the door slid to cover the whole shower, but it didn't. So the shower head's here and the door is like here, and it stopped. And then this is like a gap. And I'm like, okay, so whenever I showered, I'm like, woo, the water would just leak all over the floor. So I had a mat, I put towels down. It was just, it was an absolute nightmare. Bloody hell, that's a loud car. Slow down, mate. So this accommodation, there is 12 blocks and 3 floors and no lift. And guess who was on the 3rd floor? Me. So it's not bad. It's only at the beginning when you have like 2 suitcases that you have to lug them up 3 flights of stairs. But I was lucky that I had someone who lived opposite me on the same block. So we were like, yeah, we can help each other. I think we made like 6 trips to go up and down the stairs, and we had 2 different roommates. This was a Disney accommodation, and the pay was just taken out of your paycheck. So because it was Disney accommodation, no one who doesn't work for Disney can get in. So if you had like a friend staying over, they can't come in because you have to show them your ID at the gate, and there is 24-hour security, so only Disney cast members can get in. You also had to pay for Wi-Fi. It was depending on how long you wanted Wi-Fi to how much it cost, that you could get week, month, I think year, and you just paid that accordingly. Yes, and all laundry is there, obviously you have to pay, and it was a €200 deposit, which you got back at the end when you left. Also, bedding is provided for international staff. I think everyone who worked there got bedding because everyone who is there is international. And I was there for a month before I moved into my next accommodation. Option number 3 is the CDI accommodation. So CDI just means you have a start date and you can work as long or as little as you want and you leave. And you're like, bye. And this accommodation you had to yourself, which is nice, but it was like double the price of option number 2. But you got a bit more, so I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. Now this one, they had 3 locations which were within walking distance to each other. They had Montrevan, Ceres and Chessy. Now I don't know anyone who went to Montrevan, so I can't speak of that accommodation, but I can talk about the other 2. So I chose Ceres because it was available quicker, and that was the only reason. It was available quicker mainly, but there were smaller reasons that I was like, yeah, I do prefer that one. They're all like the same company, but everything was different. Like the room size could vary, but you didn't have a choice in the matter. You were just given that room. But if you had a corner room, you got a massive room. My room was medium sized, but I had a ridiculously high ceiling because I was on the ground floor. I think that was the reason. Oh, my eyes are really itchy. But other reasons, like some people had really small rooms, but we all paid the same price for like single people. If you got double, obviously it was more, but it was cheaper for single. Yeah, right, yeah. So Chessy accommodation is closer to the train station, so yeah, like 2-minute walk, really easy. And the majority of people only lived in that accommodation, but it was down like a narrow road. I was like, I don't know how I feel about the narrow road. And it also, if you were on a certain side, you could see the Disneyland Castle, Aurora Sleeping Beauty's castle, which was nice. You could watch dreams from your window, from your balcony. Yeah, good times. But it worked on a key card. You know when you go to a hotel and you get a card and you like slide it in, slide it out, and it opens. It was like that, but the only issue was that if you left your card in the room and shut the door, you were locked out. And reception was only open from like 10 to 6. So if you're on the parade shift from 10 to 6, you couldn't get into your room. So you had to stay around with friends overnight and then wake up early to get into your room. And I'm a quite forgetful person at times. I just don't want that, really. I want to be able to get into my room. And also the shower was a curtain. Not that that really matters. Don't know if you prefer a curtain or a door, but it was a curtain, and I think that is everything. So next up is Ceres. Ceres is quite an open space and is opposite the mall where the supermarket is, although the supermarket's like the other end of the mall, like near the Chessy end, but it was near the designer bit. Bad move. Well, it's good to browse, but then you're like, oh no, I really want this and I can't afford it. This is really sad. But yeah, it was quite open. It was a bit further away from the train station, but there was a bus that came opposite that you could just use, but it was only run when park was open. So if you had an early shift, like if you started at 7:15, you had to walk to the train station, but it wasn't bad. It's not like really far. It's just further away from Chessy. Like 5-10 minutes, I'd say. So yeah, absolutely fine. You got a shower door instead of a curtain, and you also got a key, so you couldn't let yourself out, but then obviously your door was like unlocked if you shut the door. But then it's just like a normal house, isn't it? If you don't lock the door, then it's unlocked, right? That's really stupid of me to say, but that is it. That is one of the main, actually those 2 main reasons: A, that it was early, and B, that there was a key. and I was lucky enough to be on the ground floor, so people had to pass me to come out. So I used to get picked up on the way to work. Everyone on parade would be like, woo, let's all go together, which was really nice. So yeah, it was all right, and it wasn't too far away from Chessy. So even though everyone lived there, yeah, it was fine. Included in all the rooms were a sofa bed. Not a bed, a sofa bed, and it was so squishy, and I had a bad back and it didn't help the squishiness. But it was alright, I lived with it. A table and chairs, a chest of drawers, a wardrobe, an actual wardrobe. Yes, would you believe that? Went really, really loud then. Actual wardrobe. And a bathroom that had a shower, sink, toilet, the same, but there was a door. Or a curtain if you lived in Chessy. And that was it. Oh, kitchen, forgot about the kitchen. The kitchen was the same as the CDD accommodation, but there was no microwave. So they took off a microwave and you're paying like twice as more. Don't really get that. But most people bought it. I actually lived without microwave. I like cooked quite a lot on hobs actually. But then you only got 2 hobs, so I'm like, oh. But yeah, you got everything provided as well, like mugs, cutlery, pans, that sort of thing. So it was alright. It was alright. Oh no, it's suddenly gone really windy and dark. And I was really enjoying today. No, this weather will not bring my day down, never. And that is a Disney accommodation for you I tried to make that as quick as I can, but I feel like it's like ridiculously long. Very sorry, but I think I provided a lot of info. Also, with this accommodation, you paid it separately. Like you had to set up a direct debit. It didn't come up because it's not just Disney cast members, but you just had a fob to come into the building and then your key to get into your room, and that was it. So yeah, it was really nice. A deposit was quite expensive. I think it was like 600 something euros, like just over a month's rent. Or was it a month's rent? I'm not too sure. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative, even though I feel like it was still a bit here, there and everywhere, but it gets to the point and hopefully answers a lot of questions that I feel like I've repeated myself over and over. Not that's a problem, but you know, if then I can just send people to this video and be like, yo, watch it, and all the information is there for you, girl or boy. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye.